right, hello there, kitties. It is Dil Divine of Abundant Insights. How are y'all doing? I'm so excited to be bringing you all a weekly overview reading. So this is going to cover the week of, March 29th through April 4th. So Sunday to Saturday. So just buckle up. The way I'm going to do it today is we're going to start off with our Energy Oracle cards by Sandra and Taylor. And the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to break it down kind of like beginning of the week, middle of the week, end of the week. An energy oracle card for each spot, and then we'll get the bottom of the deck energy just to kind of see what's the overriding theme of the week. And then I'll use the Archangel Power Tarot card. This is by Radleigh Valentine. Pardon the glare. I'll make sure to put this in the description box below, of course. So I'll use at least 2 tarots per each section just to kind of give us a little bit more specificity of what's going down here in the physical realm. And then we will close out each part of the week with a message from the angels. So who's an angel support guide at the various points of the week, as well as the bottom of the deck over there. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to do some shuffles. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I thank you all so much thus far who have been doing that. Your comments have been super helpful, super insightful. You're really helping me to evolve and improve, and I'm just so grateful. And liking, sharing, and subscribing is a great, simple, free way for you to support me in making sure that these readings really circulate and start to become viral so I can help more members of the collective. All right, y'all? So let's kind of see what is the energy, please, and thank you, Spirit, for the beginning of the week. May we have an energy oracle card for the beginning of the week. Okay, we have 1. I'll put it here for now. I may adjust. And then, okay, Spirit, may I have the middle of the week, please, and thank you. I just want to shuffle all of this deck at once. May I please have the middle of the week energy oracle, please. Okay. And then lastly, may I please have end of the week energy, please, and thank you. There we go. And the overall bottom of the deck is community. Okay. So let's see how we're gonna lay these out. This way we have enough space. All right, y'all. So the bottom of your energy oracle deck, we have card number 7. So we've been getting a lot of 7s in readings lately. 7 usually meaning spiritual information, activation, downloads. This is the card of community. So I'm seeing this. Sometimes it gives me that 3 of Cups energy, which can represent celebration. But on the flip side, sometimes it can represent like, you know, people chit-chatting, sometimes gossiping, talking smack. It really depends. We do have the energy for that this week based on some of the cards that are coming out, which I'll bring up. But essentially, you may be in contact with more people. I know we are practicing social distancing right now, but there is some kind of communal space in which you are likely having connections, and you're going to start having some spiritual insights or epiphanies, or something's going to kind of like tickle your spider sense, if you will, this week. Like, this is definitely something where you're going to be having some interactions and communications with others that are going to have some kind of like impact upon you. Maybe the way you're seeing or processing the world, maybe the way you're relating to your emotions and your feelings, just because we do have like a lot of cups imagery in here, a lot of fruit. We have someone playing the harp, particularly the woman in the red signifying like our passion sometimes. Yeah, there's a lot going on in this card and a lot of fruit. So a lot of sensation, like that's the word that I'm getting from this. A lot of sensational things are happening in relation to others. Some good, some maybe a little dramatic. Okay, and I'm calling out the drama portion. I'm gonna put that right over there so we have some space. So the first card of the week we got was card number 20, which is envy. Okay, so this is why I said some of the gossiping, the talking smack, that element of the community card is kind of coming through for me. Here we see this woman. She's in like this blue-black kind of garment, this robe in this dark place. She's kind of given like, you know, a little bit of that evil queen cliche. And here she is looking through a window at this lush golden palace and path. It's kind of like hers is looking all like stark and cold, kind of brutal-esque, and here we see literally this fantastic, golden, marvelous, like alluring other castle in the distance, another path, another way. She's like, why isn't my castle popping like that? How come people don't want to walk down my path? I just heard Three's Company, come and knock on my door. You know, she's like, how come nobody's like waiting for me? You know? Oh yeah, maybe it's FOMO. Oh my God, am I getting FOMO energy for this week? Like fear of missing out? Are some of y'all worried that you're missing out? Does the social isolation have you feeling like really distanced and you're like, how come people somewhere else are like gathering, having fun, and I'm following the rules and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, wow, that really came through strong. So I don't know if that's what's happening for some of you on the collective. But I would say the warning is be very careful. Envy is a very dangerous energy. Like, envy can make people do some pretty gnarly things because they get so embittered that they're like, oh, I want that. I should have that. Like, why do you have that? Like, at best, you kind of become a hater when you spend too much time in envy. At worst, you become like some kind of like schemer or manipulator where you're like low-key gonna act upon your hate and figure out, okay, how do I get this? How do I take this? How do I like rob this person of their shine? How do I put all the attention, the energy, these resources back onto me? So what I'm getting is either A, some of y'all really need to check your energy and be mindful of what you're doing, or B, and I feel like this is more likely, is that a lot of y'all just need to be more aware of who's around you. I'm feeling like if you're tuning into this reading, it's more of a cautionary tale is what I'm getting for y'all this week. Not to put you on eggshells, like don't give into the fear energy. I'm not saying panic and start like questioning every single person that you love and trust, but do be mindful about basically, who are you letting into your inner sanctum? Who are you sharing your secrets with? Who are you sharing your talents with? Like, if you're the person in red and you have all this artistry, let's say you have new ideas and you're kind of like, you know, trying to test it out, get some feedback. Homegirl's like, she's doing her thing right here. Now, the one in the middle, she seems like she is paying attention. She's a little posted up, but at least she's like, she looks more attentive, if you will, versus homegirl on the right, like these two are definitely both posing for the camera, like ready for the likes and whatnot, but this one has the arm up. She's like, like, I'm over it, like I want to do something else. Like, she's the one where it's like, if you're trying to be all heartfelt, sharing your passion, have a conversation, she's the one who's like the most disconnected, checking out herself, being like, so when is this gonna deal with me again? She may not say that directly, obviously, but you're kind of like, yo, aren't you my friend? Like, I'm trying to like level up right now and share this with you, and you're kind of like being self-obsessed. And then, you know, the middle one, this one is like more supportive, but not fully ride or die energy. So basically, I'm trying to say, A, be careful with your craft, with your ideas, with your secrets, and B, be mindful of the company you keep. Are they helping you raise and sustain your vibration, or are they kind of like pulling you down, pulling you back, and or distracting you from your talents, from your craft? So what I'm getting for this week is being mindful of the company you keep, where you're spending your time and with whom, and asking yourself, is it elevating you or taking you down? And I felt that because, you know, I got the envy, and then I'm going to come back over here, so don't worry. But I do want to jump to hostilities, okay? So, hostilities, we have like, you know, this little warrior. I always see this warrior, the armor's pretty much off. Like, I know it's blurry, but down in the right corner, that's like his helmet off. So I always kind of think about it as if, you know, here's homeboy getting ready to go, like, you know, take off his helmet, took off his armor, getting ready to either, like, you know, drink some fresh water from the stream, rinse off his face, wash his body maybe. But basically he's kind of like, all right, I'm not in the midst of a battle. The coast seemed pretty clear, right? However, he does have his sword kind of raised up. It's kind of like he was just about to get comfortable, thought he scouted it out, did all the recon, and then, you know, when you hear like, what do you call it, like a twig or a branch, you know, like something kind of crunch and crack because something or someone's walking in the woods, and you hear it in the distance, and you're like, hold up, what was that? You know, like, I'm getting this is homeboy's energy. Like, hold up, what was that? Nobody's gonna jump me. Nobody's gonna play me. Like, if somebody tries to come at me, they're gonna get cut. Like, he has this big sword of truth, like, just at the ready. So to me, with the hostilities, it's kind of like, on the one hand, you are or have been a little bit more vulnerable, which is not a bad thing. Like, you're letting down the guard a bit, but you still feel like you are in some hostile territory, some not too friendly grounds, or at the very least not fully familiar, where you're not fully relaxed. So there's something kind of lingering that has you a bit on guard. You're not full blown on guard, as evidenced by the armor off and the helmet off. Like, there is some vulnerability and for energy exchange, but you're kind of worried, or at least kind of, you're literally on guard. Like, you're like, somebody's about to get cut. And this is a 2 + a 6, which is giving me the strength energy. So for me, this is definitely based off of the reading. Stand in your power. Don't be extra. Don't force the fight. Don't force the conflict. What I want is for you to practice the gift of discernment. I'm getting a lot of discernment energy this time. Like I said, you got to be careful about the time and the space that you're in, like the territory, the space that you're occupying. Is it elevating you or not? And if this isn't the best spot, like, there is like a brighter path, you know, up ahead. It is still daytime, so you can still make moves. You can go to clearer ground. Like, you're not stuck by any means. All right? You need to stand in your power, be in your strength. Don't let anybody play you, let anybody make you think, you know, you're not as bad as you are. You don't have this weapon of truth. You don't have, like, these muscles for defense. You know, you don't have armor. You don't have, like, this horn to call in backup. Like, you got layers and levels to your stuff. So don't let anybody play you. And don't feel like your vulnerability is the same as weakness. And anybody who tries to play you that way will likely get cut. Obviously, I'm not saying, like, you know, go crazy or pop off, but, you know, stand in your strength, even if it's just you internally knowing. And that brings me now to the Angel of Love, because what I'm getting here we see homegirls, you know, has the heart, given all this rose quartz energy. Rose quartz is all about unconditional love, always starting with the self and then radiating out from the overflow, as I always talk about. So when I see the Angel of Love, I always notice how this heart is kind of hovering and floating, like, right in front of the heart space of this angel. And she's kind of looking at it. She's, like, pondering over it. She's wondering, like, you know, oh, what is this? What am I going to do with this? This is so beautiful, so pretty. But she's kind of, like, pondering and ruminating over it. So what I'm kind of getting with this one, it's the call for self-love and integrating it. Like, you know how sometimes we talk about self-love or we talk about love and we kind of keep it as if it is this distant thing or external thing, right? Like we're having a conversation about love, unconditional love, the practice of love, and here it is as a topic, right? At some point, though, you need to stop just talking about it and being about it. You need to integrate it. You need to apply it. So homegirl needs to take the heart and really, like, actually integrate it, absorb it, download it into her heart space. Right? This is a 4 + 9, so what do we get to 13? 1 + 3, so that's a 4. So we're getting a 4, we're getting a structure, we're getting a stability, we're getting a foundation. So this is letting me know, A, it is an angel of love, so you are spiritually protected. You are spiritually loved, so make sure you're calling on your spiritual team to send you these loving, angelic waves of love, of rose quartz energy. And it doesn't just have to be angels. It could be whatever your guides are, even if it's just your highest self. But integrate, bring that love into yourself, and let that shield and protect you. Focus on you. This is the middle card of the week. Now, on the one hand, I was thinking about it time-wise, like in the sequence, like beginning, middle, end. So if anything, what I'm kind of seeing is, like, something's either you're going to get some kind of notion of some envious party or parties. Something's going to trigger, like, this energy of envy. You're going to become aware of it. And now your opportunity is for you to go in, just shield yourself in love. Don't play into the drama. Don't play into the pettiness. Do not get distracted this week. Go within, right? And if you do that, you can be relatively guarded and you can navigate any and all hostilities with grace, right? Like, here's the envy, here's the hostilities. The love is here, and the love is focusing in. She's not even paying mind to this hater. She's not paying any mind, if this is another party at least. She's not paying mind to this person. She's not getting stuck in like this hyper defensiveness. Like it's okay if you get triggered and you end up in this energy, but then that's when you have to remember the love. Go back within the love. Go shield and protect yourself. And if you need to actually change locations or energetic spaces or disconnect or move further down the road, metaphorically speaking, to preserve your peace, preserve your love, do that. All right? All right, let's see. All right, so now we're going to clarify with the Archangel Power Tarot. So we're going to do 2, 2, 2, and then we'll take bottom of the deck. So we'll get a 7. I wanted to give a 4 for the energy because I wanted that stability for y'all this week. All right, so this is an interesting one. We've got some tension in the air. I'm like, is March trying to go out like a lion? Who knows? All right, so let's get some clarifications on the envy card, Spirit, please, and thank you. Some clarifications on the envy card. Whoop. There we go. And I always like to shuffle on camera, but I always do a few like cleansing and prayer shuffles beforehand as well, just to make sure everything is extra cleansed, extra ready. So I appreciate y'all's patience. But I do shuffle on camera just because I know sometimes when you see readings and then there's no shuffling, folks get worried and like, was this just like hand selected? You know, that sort of thing, so. But no tea, no shade on that method either, because if you resonate with it and you believe in the person and you believe in their abilities, like we all have different ways of sharing. All right, so okay, we got 1 and it landed right up on it. Thank you, Spirit, giving me life. Okay. Okay, Spirit. May I please have 2 cards now for the Angel of Love? For the middle of the week, dear Archangels of the Power Tarot, may I please have 2 cards for the middle of the week? Thank you. Wow, okay. Oh, wow. Wow, okay. Love it, love it. All right, and then Spirit. We got 3 major arcanas right out the gate, y'all. So this is some big energy, and 2 of them are in that Angel of Love. Your angels are coming in hot and hard. All right, and then 2 more for hostilities, please. That one wanted to come in the reverse. All right, let's see what the last one is. All right. And bottom of the deck, please. The Magician. Oh, this is a week for real manifestation energy. This is a big deal. This is the one. Another major arcana. We got 4 major arcanas on the board. I'll read it for you. This one is, in this deck, it's Archangel Radleigh embodies the Magician. Radleigh, by the way, is amazing for esoteric knowledge, learning, spiritual kind of like insights and upgrades. As you can see, he's working with all the colors of the rainbow, like all the rays of magic, spirit, angel power. You can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. So some of y'all, I feel like this is the week where you're really being called to focus, step into, stand in, and apply your power. Work your magic. Manifest. Create. Work on your art. Work on your expression. Leverage all the elements. You have all of the elements, and you have spiritual support and guidance. There's a rainbow. This is a promising time. Ooh, there's a genie lamp down here in the corner. Make that wish. Wishes can come true. Like you can really manifest your dreams here. This is big. Because we got some sand here. I don't know if that's giving a little bit of desert energy, but it's such a promising and bright sky. And we know there's got to be some water around with a rainbow in the air. So it's like if you feel like you've been in the desert, in the drought, you're coming out of it. You're snapping out of it. but you have to put in the work to do it. Spirit's helping you. Spirit is like providing you with / letting you know you already have all the tools you need. You just need to do it. All right. So that's the bottom of the deck energy. Interesting, because this magician is very focused on you, but then we have this community energy overarching over here. I'm really feeling it's that whole distraction tea I was talking about earlier. So let's run the story back. So we started off with the envy energy beginning of the week. When I asked for the tarot to clarify the cards that popped out, first out the deck we had number 10, the wheel by Archangel Radleigh, okay? And this reads, new beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. This is the changing of the season with the wheel. And Archangel Radleigh is just floating in, big, taking up all that card. Like, this is big energy, big divine intervention. And the water is flowing, the wheel is spinning, so the crops are being watered. This is such, I know it's hard to see, I apologize, but it's such a lush scenery here. Very, very green. That water looks so fresh, so pure, so amazing to drink. It looks like from where Radleigh descended, maybe there was a little bit of storm or worries about that, but the brighter days are coming in, the blessings are coming in. Like, this is a new cycle and start. So we have a 10, this 10, we know that's like an ending, the celebration or the recognition, the achievement of something usually, if it's positive. But this is a big, like, okay, closing. This is the closing of the cycle. We're about to turn the wheel. This reduces to a 1, which is new beginnings, leadership, manifestation. You have the 1 over here with the magician. This one also talked about beginnings. So y'all really need to dial into the changing of the season, the changing of the month this week. Like, where are you being spiritually guided and led? It is time for you to create. Like, spring is here and it's time for you to get sprung. Okay? Like, it's time for you to really, like, you're not just, this isn't just the planting of the seeds right now for me. This is the real nourishment and the real, like, tending to it, right? Like, this is where you're really putting in the work. Because you've already planted seeds, or you already know you've got seeds. Now you really got to work the magic. You got to give it life. You got to give it time. You got to give it consistency, but do it. The second card we got was 2 of Swords, or 2 of Michael in this suit. It will all be better if you just make a decision. Over analyzing a problem, find a compromise. So what I'm getting, and it's so interesting. Well, one, I noticed there are the 2 unicorns, and one of them looks like very much on the earth, and the other one kind of looks like a floating cloud, like swooping in. So for me, that is signifying you're feeling torn, you're feeling distracted, you have different directions, but you need to kind of hold space for your spiritual self and listen to your spiritual guide and your spiritual insight, your highest self, and kind of be like, okay, wait, what is really in my best interest? What is in alignment with my path, the right direction? I'm a little bit distracted right now. I'm a little bit confused. I have people in my ear, like right now your mind might be a little bit overloaded with information about which direction to take this new beginning. Like, maybe you're really trying to work through it. The thing is holding space for spirit and really acknowledge, okay, where does that envy energy come from? Like, are you torn decision-wise because you're combating these energies of envy and wondering and kind of, viewing something as the grass is greener, the gold inside? Like, when you don't have all of the information, all of the resources, all the insight, so you're viewing something as being perfect or amazing, but you really don't know? Now, any decision you make, Spirit has got your back, even if you have to learn some tougher lessons. So I don't want to paralyze you into further indecision. But I think what Spirit is saying here is, like, you are being blessed with a change of the season. This is a new beginning. You have the power to manifest here. Just be careful where you're directing your energy, your focus, and attention. Where are you directing your thoughts? Are they things that are serving you, serving the greatest good, the highest good, your purpose, whatever it may be? Are they really nourishing your seeds? Or are they like nourishing some lower vibrational energies, emotions, distractions, the drama, the gossip, the pettiness, the da-da-da-da? Like, I'm also thinking, like, because if it isn't you caught in the state of envy and it's an external party, like I said before, this to me paired with the Two of Swords is like saying you need to cleanse and clear your mind. And once again, like I started off with, be mindful who's up in your head, who's in your ear, who's up in your face, who's saying what kind of programming are you receiving from, you know, the people that you're kicking it with? Are these thoughts, these vibrations really serving you? Or are they coming from a place of lack? Are they coming from a place of limited thinking? Are they coming from a place of only looking at the grayscale walls that they live in and not really believing that the golden palace reality is achievable? Are they envious of it? Are they people who want this life, but then always doubt it, always knock it, always treat it as impossible, always find every reason not to take a step forward on manifesting that path for themselves? If they're in this castle and it really is an open path, even if that isn't their place, what is stopping them from going over there and knocking on that welcoming neighbor's door and humbly saying, like, I really like what you've done with the place. You know, I'm at a place of transformation in my life. Would you mind mentoring me? Would you mind sharing some of your secrets or some of your wisdom, some of your insight? What is keeping them in a state of envy and bitterness where they're not manifesting? Or if that's where you are, you need to snap out of that envy and recognize that you can manifest all of it and you have all this divine support. Ooh, Spirit had me going, woof. All right. So now middle of the week, back to the Angel of Love. So we're continuing the story, right? So we have the new beginning, figuring out what moves we want to make. We're in our heads. We need to calm the mind. Now we're getting to card number 11, Major Arcana. We have Strength, Archangel Ariel. This angel is definitely about strength, about courage, as well as can help us with prosperity and overcoming our fears. So the tagline of this is strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence and forgiveness. So see, y'all gotta be like, if the angels are representing, you know, our spirit team, our spirit guides, as well as this spiritual bird is like the messenger who's kind of guiding us on the path. If we are this lion right now, or we could be represented by this 3D animal, right, here on the physical plane, this is letting you know, like, remember who you are. Like, cue Mufasa voice, remember. Like, remember who you are, Simba. Like, sit in your regality, sit in your royalty, recognize your divine strength, and use it wisely, use it judiciously, and when the right moment is available, you'll know when to move, okay? Carry yourself with grace. Be kind. Do not feed into this envy. Do not feed into this hostile energy. None of this gossip, none of this negativity. Look. Spirit guide is right here in the ear of this lion, like, literally directing the focus and attention, and they have a bird also guiding the way. Spirit is really doing its best right now, or their best, I should say, to help you stay focused on your highest good, on the path, and to remind you of who and what you are. This is tied in with the Angel of Love. Oh my goddess, and what did I say? Talking about you need to be strong, tap into your power, right? Like, you need to go within. You gotta love yourself. You gotta be fast, you gotta be wiser. Yes, and we got wisdom. Oh my god. I love when Spirit gives me these music channelings. It's like the funniest thing. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm like a kooky Sag, and a Leo rising, you know. But yes, they're trying to really get you to gauge some wisdom, because you need to free yourself. You need to love yourself, and you need to free yourself, and you need to really just tap back into your power. And I say that because we got Major Arcana number 15. Now in this deck, this is Archangel Jophiel, Archangel of Beauty, coming through with the decision. All right, and here you see her. All these birds are getting free with the cage, but this one is sitting there stuck, and it's like, do you want to be in that cage? Do you need to be in that cage? Why are you in that cage? Freedom is there for you. You can choose to focus on the barriers and surroundings of the cage, or you can recognize the door's been wide open and everybody else is flying free, breaking out, and you're just sitting there kind of stuck. Meanwhile, Archangel Jophiel is like holding it up out in the garden, like bringing you to the nourishment, like delivering you, and you're kind of still trying to stay stuck and trapped. What's going on? So bottom of this card reads, release yourself from that which holds you back, with an exclamation point. A need to detox. Unnecessary worry based on lack of self-confidence. Look at this. This says self-confidence. This says unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. And this is the angel of love. And when I say about self-love, unconditional love for yourself, which will result in confidence. Spirit is coming through to break you free, to help you break yourself free, really. But to let you know and remind you who you are, that you are that person, that you know what. You need to snap out of it. This card, and I'm not saying that, no shade, no rudeness. I'm just giving the energy, the vibe of spirit who loves you so hard that they're just coming through. That's why you have all of these heavy hitters just basically like liberating you from all this hostile, envious, this negative, limiting lack behavior that's going on. I don't know what this vibe is. I just keep coming back and I'm like, it's time to take inventory with this turning of the wheel with this new season about who are you spending your energy with. I'm serious. Also, just so you know, card number 15 traditionally deals with the devil card energy in the regular tarot. So it's a similar thing of somebody who's in chains, but in reality they can free themselves. The devil is just a manifestation of when we give away our strength, we give away our power. We basically succumb to addictions, vices, distractions. We become ruled and led by lower vibrational energies of so many different kinds. So it could be any of one of those vices, you know, like sex, money, weed, drugs, alcohol, like that kind of gig. But it's also like the doubt, the anxiety, the fear, essentially the inner saboteur. I know RuPaul always talks about the inner saboteur on the show with the girls who are in the competition. And we just saw that, I don't want to give a spoiler. What? No. But you've seen it. If you've been watching this season, you already know a lot of inner saboteurs have been taking out a lot of the girls in this season. And we all have to fight our inner saboteurs multiple times throughout our life. Like, there's no judgment, no shade there. But the thing is like, it's time for you to actually defeat and silence that inner saboteur. You need to thank, the pain, the lessons that you've learned, and release yourself, free yourself. Like, you're being given the strength, and this is your decision ultimately. Like, Archangel Jophiel is helping you, but you have to make the decision to free yourself. I think it's beautifully listed that it is called decision. So what I'm thinking is like, we have all this support. Now we're coming over here to the hostilities. So in the reverse, we have the Six of Cups or the Six of Raphael. Okay. So when it's upright, it's saying embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindled relationships, children or childhood. This typically has a connotation of nostalgia, looking back on our past relationships. We know cups is the suit of emotions. 6 is a number about harmony and peace, particularly in relationships. Now this can deal with relationships with ourselves as well as with others. The fact that I got the 6 of Cups in reverse, what I'm feeling like, and with this hostilities is I'm feeling like this theme, and this also comes to a 6, by the way, as well, which is also about getting harmony and balance in your relationship. So we have something that adds to a 6 followed by a literal 6. What I'm feeling for y'all is really taking inventory on these relationships and the people that you're hanging out with. Are they serving you? Are the people that you've conceived and thought of as your tribe actually your tribe? Are the people from the past consistently holding you down? Or are you tripping over all of these past relationships and maybe now you're in a place of mourning where you're recognizing I need to release it because it's not serving my highest good, and as I evolve into myself and manifest my projects and the things I desire, are they holding me back? Like, it's time for you to really suss out which relationships are serving you or not, especially because the card that followed the 6 of Cups is we got the 5 of Coins, the 5 of Pentacles, or in this deck, the 5 of Ariel. This one at the bottom of the card, reads, you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. So this one is about coming in from the cold. So if you've been in hard times, struggling financially, struggling with your resources, you've been feeling more isolated, more alone, you've been feeling like you're like legit in a wintry kind of energy, Spirit is kind of welcoming you with open arms, like, come get a meal, come get warmth. We have more than enough to share. I know with this 5 energy, you're at a tough transition and turning point right now. It's challenging, but have faith. You are supported above and below. And if you allow us and if you ask us for help, if you need support here in the 3D, we're going to guide you to the right people, the right community. But you've got to get your mind right. You've got to stop following or falling into the negativity. You've got to free yourself of these vices, these things that don't hold you back. You need to tap into your love and internal strength, your unconditional love and devotion to yourself. So it's interesting because this one has me questioning relationships. This one's saying help is nearby. So I think this is about you really being mindful of being vulnerable enough to ask for support and ask for help. Okay? Don't be so guarded or proud that you cut yourself off from these resources, these relationships. But then be mindful of who are you asking for help? How are they making you feel when help is being given? Are they treating you as like an equal and don't worry about it, I have faith in you, we can come up with an agreement, you can get me back? Or maybe they just give it freely and then you don't have to worry about it and it's truly in good faith? Or is it somebody with like an agenda, someone with a motive, somebody with envy, somebody that's suspect, somebody that may pull you more into devil energies? Is there somebody that you were going to for some kind of support, some kind of comfort, whether it was to kick it, whether it was for hanging out, friendship? It could have been friends with benefits. It could have been a certain kind of a partner. It could have been somebody that you had a financial tie to. Is there somebody that kind of kept you in that relationship, but rather than feeling free and flowing, it kind of felt like a vice and a tie, and now you're kind of being asked to rebalance and suss out, wait, how do I harmonize like my life? Is this person bringing harmony and peace? Or are they kind of keeping me more in lack within the cage? Are they keeping me more in the dark, away from the golden light? Are they keeping me disconnected from spirit? Are they keeping me disconnected from the hope? Are they keeping me disconnected from the faith that I know I have access to? The faith in my power, the faith in my ability, the faith in my strength, the faith in the change, the faith in my love. That's what you really want to be checking out right now. That's what you want to look into. So overall, your story is telling me you're having like the new beginning is here. The times are changing. Divine intervention is on hand. Mad archangels are present to assist with this. You need to quiet your mind. Receive this guidance. You need to tap into your love. You need to get a little bit more out of the head, more into the heart, and let that guide you. And then from there, you will be able to start to witness, okay, which relationships are operating truly unconditionally, of the high vibrational love that I am embodying and radiating and want to experience and exchange in this world, versus who is kind of keeping me a little bit more in hostile territory. And how do I lovingly distance myself from those energies to focus on myself, my art, my craft, my artistry, my creativity, what I am called to manifest, the beginning of my new cycle. All right, y'all. And then to kind of close us out, we're going to get some messages from the angels to kind of go along with each little pile or stack we've got going on. So beginning, middle, end. And then we'll take a bottom of the deck, of course. So dear Spirit, may I please have a message from the angels for the first part of our reading, first part of the week. Please and thank you. I really feel like overall this is like a really great and like almost like a revelation or epiphanies oriented week where you really make sure you allocate time for yourself and then really start taking note of what energies and things going on around you in communal spaces. I feel like you all are going to be having some kind of socializing, but it's a matter of, that is the whole deck. We are not doing that. Wow, we got 2. All right. I'll be nice. I'll take it. All right, so this is nice. Right out the gate, we have Omega and we have Seraphina. Omega right under the wheel, and then Seraphina under 2 of Michael. We have victory. Your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. Okay, so that's Omega on the left. Sorry, I'm like always like disoriented by cameras. And then we have Seraphina. I am the angel of families. A happy change or addition is coming to your family. That's beautiful. So if somebody ends up pregnant or there's like a baby coming through, please comment below. I love babies. That's awesome. Maybe somebody's moving in with you. Maybe you could be getting a pet, some kind of change like that. It's a happy change to your family structure. And it's also like, I always notice, like, even though Seraphina is the main angel, towards the top of it, I'm getting higher celestial bodies and entities. So if this is like Seraphina is like a little guardian angel or one of like angels kind of closer to the 3D, this is also showing like higher dimensional bodies. So this could be superior self, oversoul, maybe some star seeds for y'all. I'm feeling like this could really deal with some deeper galactic familial relationships. The fact that I'm saying that means this is coming for some of y'all. So maybe there's some star seeds out in the audience. But essentially, your connections and your relationships are improving. I'm also saying, though, based off of the reading thus far and what I've been saying, is like, if there's going to be some changes to your family life or your communal spaces, or even if you have to leave them yourself, they're going to be for the better. You want to really make sure that you're nurturing yourself, having the best energy, being around people that give the sense of family, right? A healthy version of family. And the victory with Omega, I mean, that's amazing. It's like, it says your desires come to fruition. Keep up the good work. Stay doing what you got to do. The wheel is turning. Archangel Haramiel and Omega are charging in, riding in. Unicorn blessings. Unicorn Pegasus blessings. Yes, with the wings. Letting you know you're in a great place. Like, good blessings are here for you. The angels really want to give you some confidence. So if at the beginning of the week you're dealing with these heavier envious situations or things on your mind that are kind of like stressing you out, I think these initial messages from the angels are kind of like giving you that hope and reminding you, focus and have the faith, because your victory is assured. No one or nothing can block your blessings. No one can take away what is destined for you. Only you have that power. And we're here to help you get your mind, body, and spirit right so you make it happen. All right, dear. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yes. Oh my God, what a beautiful card to come underneath the Strength card. Come through, Athena. All right, yes. Oh, we're going to take one for there because originally I only wanted one. Otherwise, we'll be here all day. So we have Athena coming for the middle of the week. I live for Athena, not just her name, but what she stands for. She is basically saying it is safe for you to be powerful. Look at her pose. It is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. Like, shake that off. Let that devil energy go. Free yourself. You are this regal, strong, beautiful, loving, divine being and creature. You know how to carry yourself. You don't need to carry yourself with like just being a savage and bitter and whatever. It's like, get into your love and understand your love is your strength. Your love is your power. You can be strong. Like, here we have like this soft pinkish red giving me this loving passion with this purple, this divine spiritual color, letting me know she is anointed. She's giving it. Like, look at her energy. She is just serving face. She's just sitting in her power. She is like, I'm a divine, loving, multifaceted divine being, and no one is going to hold me back. No one is going to stop me from getting mine. And guess what? There's more than enough for you too. I live in a world of abundance. Scale on my level. That's really, Athena is really giving it. That's the energy that's coming through. She's definitely channeling that Archangel Ariel energy. I honestly feel like all of this is Archangel Ariel, and that she called in her homegirl Jophiel to be like, girl, like, help them weigh the scales. Let them know it's time to decide, because I'm trying to wake them up, but let's make it blunt. And she's like, I got you. Oh my God, what's that song that just popped in my head? You know, okay, what is it? Monopoly. It's this song called Monopoly, and it's like by Victoria Monet and Ariana Pumpkin Spice Grande, and they're singing it together, and it's just like this cute, like, little song about like them standing in their power, like just making moves, like on self-discovery. Like, listen to that song. It's a little bit of a bop. And I feel like if you've been dealing with, you know, like some of these people where it's like, you know, now they're trying to check for you. Like, essentially the song is like, I've been on the road where you've been. I've been reconnecting with my soul where you've been. Is your GPS even on where you've been? Matter of fact, I don't even care where you've been. So this is all about like loving themselves, tapping into themselves, and like at one moment they're kind of like checking for this person or worried about this person, where it's like, yo, where you been at on the map? Like, I'm sitting here making moves, and it's like, actually, I'm all set. I'm gonna refocus on me, my girls, people of the right vibration, people of the right energy, people making the right moves. Okay, so you need to check that out. I'm gonna listen to that right after. All right, let's see what's the last guide, and then we can wrap this up for y'all. I hope you all don't mind a little bit of an extensive weekly overview, but you know, Spirit has some stuff to say, and I just channel and I just go. Eventually, maybe I'll get this into a 30-minute gig, but we'll see. All right, one more, please, and thank you from Spirit, and then we can wind down this reading and let people enjoy their weekend. All right. So we have Vanessa. Another decision-related card. To make your decision, ask yourself, which way brings me closer to my divine purpose? Which way takes me from it? If I was not saying that earlier, like somebody run it back, somebody comment what was the timestamp in which I was serving this lesson, this channeling. Thank you, Vanessa, for giving me the preview before. But essentially, so if you're making some decisions about who's getting cut, who the chop is, let Spirit guide. It's very clear here. It's like, who is helping you move forward? Who are you working with? What decisions and moves are you making that are in alignment with your purpose, in alignment with the highest vibration and frequency optimally possible for you at this present moment in time, or not? Yes. It's time to take inventory. Oh, and look at this. Bottom of the deck, we got Layla, okay? And Layla is here to say, spend time alone in nature, meditating around your desires and intentions. Ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. And here's Layla. She's looking like a little reflective, not full-blown sad, but she's not happy, she's not hype, but she's hopeful. She's trying to connect with Spirit. She is looking to the light. She's focusing on the light. So that's a good sign. So that's you. You're Layla right now. So you need to connect with Spirit, with nature. Obviously, I know many of us are on social distance quarantine. Some of us really can't, be outside even for a few moments safely, whatever your situation. So it's more so about tapping into connecting with Spirit. I know it's not the same thing, but you can listen to ocean sounds, forest sounds, nature sounds, meditations that give you the nature feel. And through the power of your visualization, imagination, you can kind of call in through your intention that energy and anchor into that frequency. It is possible. Spirit is really trying to help you improve your mindset and change your energy. Like, look, this is talking about gaining a positive perspective. This is helping you release that lack of self-confidence. This is telling you to stand in your self-confidence, stand in your power, aka your self-confidence and strength. Happiness is here for you. Happiness is coming in. Be victorious. Channel that. Be in the love. Be in the high vibration. And let go of this devil energy, this dense energy, the things holding you back, the things keeping you focused on the darkness, the things that don't give you life, that don't give you light, that don't move you forward. It's time for you to integrate, love, and appreciate the shadows, and then transmute it into the light. You are the light. You do not have to exist in this dark, okay? Bring it in, and your spirit team, all these allies are here to assist you and help you. So work on getting your mind right and getting out of this darkness. Look at this. Even to the left, it's more dark. To the right, it's more bright. She's trying to move in that direction. She's focusing in that direction. Layla's focusing on that direction. It's time for you to focus and then start walking in that path. I'm spinning because I'm doing the wheel of Haramiel. It's time for you to focus and then start moving those paths, manifesting those things. Take those baby steps. And if you really need support, call in any of these angels that came through this reading, your own guides that you mess with. I highly recommend you really leverage Archangel Ariel. She came through very strong in this one. And I think if you're looking for that wisdom on how to really, manifest what you're supposed to, call on Archangel Raziel. And if you really want some assistance in reviewing these relationships and who's here for you, okay, Archangel Haramiel is really good for life review, really going through the tapes and the footage. You call in Haramiel, but then you also call in Archangel Rodwell, who's all about relationship harmony, balancing relationships, figuring out, do they serve you or do they not? Like, all about bringing peace to conflict and confrontation. So if you're having any of those hostilities, Rodwell is the one to call. If you need to kind of like get more of the tea, the information, sussing it out, calling Haramiel. Obviously, you can work with a team at like more than one at the same time. Like, they're all in the same squad, so you know you can really bring out the big guns all at once. All right, so I think that's really the theme. I'm gonna think on what I'm gonna title this. Yes, but again, I thank you all so much. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe this video. Share it with your friends, especially earlier in the week, the better, so that they can get the tea on what's ahead. Again, this is Dil Divine with Abundant Insights, and I look forward to coming at you next week with another weekly overview. All right, thanks, and take care, y'all. Bye, kitties.